Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lovett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. There will be some clean, old-fashioned hate on display in this one, guys.
How cool is that, by the way? That's the name of the rivalry. When it comes up, clean, old-fashioned hate. You think they like each other? Absolutely not. Bragging rights all through the state of Georgia.
They go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Dogs picked up their hearts and stuffed them right back into their chest and pulled out a close one last time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Georgia fans breathing a sigh of relief. A lot of success against the Yellow Jackets in this rivalry. They did not want to lose that one. Interested to see now how the Yellow Jackets come out today.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Works the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And off to Jones. Tackle is made after the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Back to pass, it's back. Got it! They will score! Touchdown Bulldogs!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game of play tonight.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dawgs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll keep it on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's back. Unloads it left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Dawgs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Etienne. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The run from the shotgun.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
They'll go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Using his legs, it's Etienne. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dropping back, it's back. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Got it.
They'll leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Georgia going up tempo. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's back. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And 3rd down is money down. I got to have guys that come up big, and really nice job of understanding where I'm out on the field to make sure I keep that foot in bounds and get the big 1st down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, from Athens to Atlanta, there are some edgy folks and emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Dogs and Yellow Jackets.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll try to get it through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Well, not down a distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That's a live ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways. And the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now.
Got a lot of running room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. One man in the backfield and he gets it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's back. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Young. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The give on 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hauls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's back. He makes the connection. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Bulldogs will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Lane. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to power it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he... They had no... Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Quarterback checking off. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on third down for this offense. To the air, it's Beck. Looking to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy Dogs putting the fight into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Got his man in the middle. At midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got him downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of... So there is some hope. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's back. Quick strike complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dawgs! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working there.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Hit the afterburners, kid. They'll take it in. They couldn't get him on. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Georgia Tech, 24.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social